I want to welcome the Retro Football Knowledge. I'm Anthony, and the big questions going into Week 5, could Philadelphia finally win the Battle of Pennsylvania against rival Pittsburgh? Could the 49ers pull off a huge upset down in San Diego? And could the Rams stop the rookie sensation Otis Anderson in LA? Time will tell, coming up next on Retro Football Knowledge. One of the marquee matchups going into Week 5 was the Pittsburgh Steelers at 4-0 at the Philadelphia Eagles 3-1. A lot of people were excited to see this Battle of Pennsylvania, and it was a defensive showdown throughout most of the first half, and this is a perfect example of it. Jaworski rolling out, steps, throws, intercepted by Jack Lambert, his fourth interception of the year, and we're only in Week 5. So that's pretty much an interception a week for Jack Lambert. You can see here, he fakes the blitz, drops back in his zones perfectly, and I don't think anybody has better hands than Jack Lambert. He even came out of his zone and intercepted the pass intended for Wilbert Montgomery for a big completion. But the Eagles hold, Jaworski dropping back, looking for something, throws another interception later in the game, this time Jack Ham, his second of the year. Again, no one is better at zone coverage in the linebacking area than the Pittsburgh Steelers. But look at this catch by Jack Ham. Just looked like a wide receiver. So Bradshaw will hit Theo Bell on that drive after the interception, finally getting a little bit of a move going. And then that will set up Sidney Thornton, outside, in, touchdown Pittsburgh, 7-0 Steelers. So that 8-yard run by Thornton caps a pretty impressive drive by Pittsburgh after the Jack Ham interception, and it looks like the Steelers are going to start to regain a little bit of their composure. You can see the handoff here to Sidney. It's just a simple trap play. No one runs traps better than Pittsburgh in the NFL right now. He gets skinny, follows his block, turns it upfield. The defensive end didn't even know where, actually I think it's a linebacker, Bunting, didn't even know where he was at that point. So the Eagles got to make something happen. So Jaworski drops back. Nice completion right there to Frinsky. That's a big catch over the middle. Fritzky. The Eagles still under center. Still driving. Jaworski dropping back. Throws wide open completion right there. That's 2 plays later to Krempleff. And that puts them that's basically puts him at the Pittsburgh 30-yard line. Again, you can see this pass play here. It's just a great throw. He's wide open, found the soft spot in the zone, and brings it down deep inside Steeler territory, which will later set up another big play to the same guy. From the 30, Jaworski, play-action pass, looking, drops, throws, complete to Krempleff, again, down to the 2. So the Eagles, on the move, they have to make something happen. The Eagle crowd is going crazy. Simple handoff, outside, Harris is in, touchdown from 2 yards out, ties the game. It's just a simple handoff. He hits the corner, and then he's going to outrun everybody to the corner. Now, the Steelers get him, but it's too little too late, and he gives an emphatic spike on the Steelers right there. So, first play of the second half. Jaworski throwing, hits Fritzky again, big hit over the middle, but a huge completion. Following that play, you're going to see here Fritzky getting up. Montgomery would get a 9-yard run, but it wasn't enough, so they're going to have to kick a field goal with the rookie Tony Franklin, and it is good. A 48-yarder puts the Eagles up 10-7. So back come the Steelers. They hand off. Sidney Thornton, hit, fumble, Eagles recover, clear recovery there by Philadelphia, and the Eagles are psyched. They've got the ball, they've got the momentum, and they're deep inside Steeler territory. And that was the Steelers' first possession of the second half. Bernard Wilson recovers. Again, you can see here, it's another trap play. Sidney Thornton goes up in the middle, but it's a good punch out right there by the Eagles. And as I said, and that was actually LeMaster that caused the fumble. He's been an outstanding linebacker for Philadelphia, and the Eagles are pumped. But here comes one of the craziest plays. Cole with a big hit. Ball is loose. Eagles can't get it. Pittsburgh can't get it. Finally, Philadelphia falls on it. It is a 37-yard fumble. Incredibly, a 37-yard fumble. Thankfully, Sizemore recovers. and the Eagles are going to be forced to punt. You could see here, Cole gets a clean shot and just crushes Jaworski. The ball comes spitting out. Montgomery can't even get there. Harris tries to pick it up. It gets kicked by a Pittsburgh Steeler. The ball is still on the ground. Nice job of Sizemore of kind of pushing it to himself. So Max Runninger on to punt for the Philadelphia Eagles. We usually show special teams plays if something significant happens, and this is definitely going to be a significant play. Remember, it was a 37-yard loss. Runninger gets the punt off, and you're going to notice here that no one kind of does anything, and that's Theo Bell knows it. The Steelers know it. It's roughing the punter. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Incredibly, the Steelers will hold, and Runninger is forced to punt again. Now, this is a beautiful coffin corner punt that pins the Pittsburgh Steelers inside their own 5-yard line. Great play right there. But remember, defense wins championships. Pittsburgh knows that all too well as they've made a living off of defense. The Eagles are doing it with special teams. Great job of getting back onside. Bradshaw drops back, picked off right there. Huge interception by Bunting all the way down inside the 5. And the Eagle crowd is going nuts. They've got all the momentum. Bradshaw doesn't even see the linebacker in the zone, just throws it basically right to him. He was there the whole time. I don't know where his eyes were, if he was looking at another read before he came back to it. Either way, it puts Bunting down to the 2. And then a statement TD right here by Montgomery, right at the heart of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They run the football in the teeth of that great defense. The fans know that that's a statement touchdown by Montgomery. We're going to take another look at it here because there's nothing fancy about what the Eagles did here. They just got off the ball, moved the Steelers, and Montgomery took flight, broke the goal line, touchdown. So Pittsburgh needs to make something happen. Bradshaw looking, throws. Who's he going to go to? Well, he tries to go to Cunningham, but it's intercepted by Herman Edwards after a great drive by Pittsburgh. They come up short with it being picked off in the end zone. And Herman Edwards and the Eagles are pumped. They're up 17-7, and they've got all the momentum. Again, you can see here Bradshaw, this is just, he's going to the bigger guy. He's going to throw, he does come off his read. He knows he's got the corner. He figures Cunningham can outleap Herman Edwards, but Herman Edwards is in perfect position, and it's a pick. So the Steelers get the ball back. Driving again. They go to Franco Harris. Fumble. Incredibly short of the goal line. Eagles recover. Once again, Philadelphia shuts the door on a Pittsburgh Steeler drive in the red zone. This is an unbelievable play by LeMaster. He just simply punches the ball out right there. You see him rip it. That's called a rip and rake. And the Eagles are going to recover. Huge play for Philadelphia. Turns this Pittsburgh Steelers away. So back comes Pittsburgh. Bradshaw trying to avoid the rush. No luck. Goes down. Carl Harrison, big sack. Bradshaw, he's going to come back again. This time he's going to find Stallworth over the middle. Nice completion. Gets a first down. They've got to make this move happen now. They've got to drive. So Bradshaw going to drop back. Nice little screen over here to Rocky Blyer. Picks up his blocks. Picks up another first down. Big hit at the end. A lot of people thought that was a fumble, but they didn't rule it a fumble. Under 2 minutes, Bradshaw not wasting time, going back to Stallworth. Great catch. The Eagles think it bounced, but not enough time to really discuss it. The Steelers come back to the line, and Bradshaw from 38 yards out is going to throw a perfect strike to John Stallworth. What a catch right there in double coverage. Typical Pittsburgh Steeler drive, moving the ball. That is an unbelievable drive right there. 8 yards in 5 plays, and here's another look at it. Just a simple rainbow pass into double coverage, trusting his incredible Hall of Fame wide receiver to make the catch. And yes, I'm calling it. John Stallworth is a Hall of Famer. He's put up some incredible numbers for the Pittsburgh Steelers, future Hall of Famer. So the Steelers are going to do an onside kick, and they get it. Matt Barr recovers. Now, this is clearly beyond the 10 yards. The question is, did Matt Barr touch it before it went 10 yards? The Eagles are claiming that he did. Incredibly, the official is going to rule the same way. So they are going to have to go for the onside again. I didn't see an illegal touching by Pittsburgh, but, it's hard to tell from this angle. And there is no replay, so you're going to have to go with the ref's discretion. So Pittsburgh tries another onside. Nice little dribbler. Same idea. This time the Eagles rush up and get it, and they recover the ball. Game over. Philadelphia wins the Battle of Pennsylvania over their rival Pittsburgh Steelers 17-14. Just a masterful game by LeMaster, the linebacker for Philly, and the Eagles defense all day stood up to the challenge of the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, the Bills beat the Colts 31-13. The Colts led 6-0. Buffalo would score 31 unanswered points. Ferguson 317 yards and 3 TDs. Houston upset the undefeated Cleveland Browns. They jumped out to a 24-3 lead. Earl Campbell 18 attempts for 76 yards and a TD, but Rob Carpenter had 11 attempts for 57 yards in the upset win at Houston. For more action, let's take it to the NFL Today studios and Brent Musburger. Take it away, Brent.
We have got the Giants at New Orleans. Phil Simms did take over the Giants after Joe Pisarcik started, but the game really belonged to Archie Manning and the Saints. They were the leading team as far as yardage is concerned coming into this game, and Chuck Muncie out of California did not disappoint. You saw 42 earlier. Now he's in for the New Orleans score as he barges across. That made it 10-0. Now watch the Giants coming on to blitz. Manning gets it off, and here's Ike Harris. Touchdown, Saints. Here's the youngster, Phil Simms, handing off to Billy Taylor, and it was 17-7 New Orleans at this point. Manning again. Now watch this Giant defense. Carson has been feuding a bit with Perkins, and here's the middle linebacker of the Giants dropping off into that pass zone, picking it off. And here's the young man out of Morehead State, Phil Simms. New York fans been clamoring for him, and they get him. Ken Johnson touchdown. Manning, one more time, it's Muncie. And the Saints win again. Irv, what do you got?
Well, the Atlanta Falcons and Washington Redskins went head-to-head down in Atlanta today, and the Redskins, who were averaging about 24 points a game, scored enough to win it today, 16-7. But in the first quarter, it was Atlanta getting the first call as William Andrews, a rookie out of Auburn, goes over his left guard for a touchdown, and they draw first blood and lead 7-3. Joe Theismann had a pretty good day throwing the ball, Brent. Completed 19 out of 26 passes for 233 yards. 10 of them went to this man, Danny Buggs, 10 for 134 yards down to the 1-yard line. And from there, John Riggins goes over. Washington Redskins lead held up, and they wound up winning the ball game 16-7.
All right, Minnesota and Detroit. The Vikes now in pursuit of those amazing Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the quarterback they're going to be counting on is young Kramer. How about the year Ahmad Rashad is off to? 7 touchdowns already. Here he is getting free right in the middle. No one around him inside the 20-yard line. Kramer goes to Tucker. And the Vikes get to the 2-yard line. Chuck Foreman didn't start, but Ted Brown was shaken up. In came Foreman. He got the 2-yard touchdown, 10-3 Minnesota. Now here's Kramer looking this time for Sammy White. 2 talented receivers as he gets them working. Rashad on one side and White on the other. It was 13-3. Ricky Kane got a touchdown pass before it was over to make it 13-10 on the screenplay. And Comlo took it on in. And Irv?
The amazing Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You're going to see it, folks. They wound up beating the Chicago Bears by a score of 17-13. They are now the only undefeated team in pro football. Jerry Eckwood, a rookie running back, keep his name and number in mind. Number 43 goes 61 yards in this run. One of the most exciting plays of the day. Eckwood on the day, Brent, carried the ball for 23 times, ran for 120 yards, had a pretty good rushing day. Of course, the Bears had to answer that play with a superstar of their own. You know who he is, number 34, Walter Payton, taking a screen pass. All you can do is sit back and watch an artist go to work. From the 10-yard line, he says, I'm going to go ahead and blast in there, and away he goes. And the Bears get on the scoreboard, but Tampa Bay was still in the ball game. The Bears leading 13-10 at that point. Doug Williams coming back late in the ball game, hitting Isaac Higgins for a touchdown. It held up, and Tampa Bay defeated the Bears 17-13.
Irv, I tell you, Don Shula better not ever sit down at a poker table with Walt Michaels. Michaels will win his money, his clothes, his wife, his house, his car, anything. You name it. He's beaten him 3 straight times now. The Jets don't have that much talent. There's the Jets blocking that punch. Johnny Lynn scrambles in for the touchdown at Shea Stadium. 7-0 after the extra point. Now here's Greasy. He came back from that injury. He wants Cephalo number 81. 26 yards, touchdown. Dolphins, it was tied. Here it is. Todd 43 yards. Derek Gaffney with a sensational catch. And from there it was Newton. And Newton banged in for a couple of scores, as a matter of fact. But the combination you always got to watch out for when you play the Jets is this one. Todd, Walker, 70 yards, touchdown, Jets. And New York upsets Miami. Dolphins lose for the first time. Let's send you back now.
Thank you very much, Brent. So we're going to pick up with the Dallas Cowboys at home against the Bengals. Dallas led 21-3 at the half. Laidlaw, 2 first-half TDs. Dorsett would take over in the second half, finishing with 20 attempts for 119 yards in the Dallas crushing of the Cincinnati Bengals, 38-13. Meanwhile, down in Seattle, the Chiefs won 24-6. Ted McKnight, 12 carries for 147 yards. He had an 84-yard touchdown to salt the game away. Meanwhile, down in San Diego, the Chargers took on the San Francisco 49ers. And the 49ers are not a team that you really can afford to sleep on too much because the Niners have taken some teams by surprise, just like the Rams can attest a few weeks back. We're going to pick up with the highlights here at the end of the San Diego Chargers' first drive. Roy Jarella sets up for a field goal. The kick is up, blocked. Right off the bat, it is blocked by Ted Vincent on this Chargers opening drive. The 49ers move the ball inside Charger territory. DeBerg dropping back, looking, throws over the middle, bobbled around and intercepted by Woody Lowe for the San Diego Chargers. And you could see here that, it's a simple drop back. It's a read. DeBerg is kind of looking over. He tries it too much. He just forces the ball in the middle. O.J. Simpson can't hold on to it. The ball pops up. You can't really put it on DeBerg. He tried to throw it through a tight window to a guy that's not used to catching the ball. Sean Jefferson, meanwhile, is used to catching the ball. Big hit, though, right there. That's clearly a fumble. The Niners are up and running. It looks like they're going to take it to the house. Incredibly, the ref blows the ball dead. Now, Sean Jefferson here is running free, unmolested, gets over the middle, great catch, gets his feet down, and then bang, he's drilled right there. The ball is clearly loose. Boy, I tell you, that is a big hit. Jefferson is okay. But I do want to take another look at this play because you can see here that Jefferson has 2 feet down. He's right there. You see the ball is between his legs. It was already out before he hit the ground. He was out on his feet. But the refs, they rule it in their favor. So Clarence Williams up the middle. Another big gain. First down. Boy, Clarence Williams has been a really nice story for the San Diego Chargers in 1979. And the drive continues. The 49ers got to make something stand here. Otherwise, they're going to get buried by the Chargers. Fouts goes and intercepted. Threw it too far. Mel Morgan gets the interception. And the 49ers are hanging tough against the San Diego Chargers in San Diego. Dan Fouts, he's simply just throwing a fly route, really, for lack of a better word, or lack of a better route. It's just a fly route. It's a 9. He's going deep. It's not even really a post route because you can see where the location of that ball is, but it's to the slot receiver, but a great interception by Mel Morgan. So 2nd and 9, DeBerg dropping back, throws. Nice little screen pass there to Paul Hofer, and he picks up a nice first down for the San Francisco 49ers. Hofer's kind of a nice player here for the 49ers. But here's another really nice player for the 49ers. O.J. Simpson turns it upfield, picks up 8 yards, a big pickup, creates a 2nd and short. Later on that drive, we'll see here the 49ers in the second quarter. Nice little trap play. Up the gut again to O.J. Simpson. Pretty good run there of 7 yards, and that will lead to a Ray Warshing 33-yard field goal and a 3-0 Niners lead. Back come the Chargers. Throwing deep. Nice throw under pressure right there to Mike Thomas of the San Diego Chargers for a big first down and a nice sideline grab. Same drive. Dropping back. Little swing pass to Clarence Williams for a huge first down. Big hit at the end there, but he spins forward and gets the first down. So far, the Chargers haven't really been targeting this man much, but they're going to start targeting him now. Kellen Winslow. Nice catch. Big play. Keeps his feet. Refuses to go down. Fights, scratches, and claws for a big first down. Love the effort. We're going to take a look at this play again because Kellen Winslow's effort on this play is second to none. Fouts throws it high. Kellen Winslow using all of his height to catch the ball, turns himself in perfect position, turns a shoulder, stays low, drives his feet, keeps his feet moving. He gets stood up here, but he's such a big man that the 49ers, they'd have no chance of taking him down until he goes down for the first down. So they go back to this time to Kellen Winslow, down to the 3-yard line, and why not? It's working. Might as well keep using it. So the 49ers, they're inside the 5, and there's been one guy that they've been targeting a lot inside the 5-yard line, and that's this man right here, Clarence Williams. An easy touchdown, and the Chargers stake claim to a 7-3 lead. He has 9 rushing touchdowns total on the year so far, and you could see this is just a simple little off-tackle play, and he goes in. That man has a nose for the end zone. Great view here of the line, driving the 49ers off the ball. Clarence Williams finds the hole, cuts it inside, gets skinny, and dives to the end zone for an easy Charger touchdown. Meanwhile, San Fran forced a punt. Short field for the Chargers, dropping back, throws, nice completion again to Mike Thomas. Seen that play before. Nice little first down. Now that would lead to a Roy Jarrella 26-yard field goal and a 10-3 lead. So the Niners still trying to make something happen. Dropping back, intercepted again. Another interception just before half. This one's a backbreaker. Bob Horn intercepts it with 11 seconds left. Incredible decision here by Bill Walsh. And the Chargers, they're going to make him pay. Dan Fouts dropping back, looking, throws to the end zone. And who else? Charlie Joyner. Great catch. Easy touchdown. And now it's a 17-3 San Diego lead before the half. Dan Fouts knew exactly where he was going with it. Perfect job of fading back and throwing it where the receiver is going, not where he is. Charlie Joyner makes that catch look too easy. And the 49ers, big mistake at the end of the half in trying to throw the ball. Perfect location on that pass, too. Right on the numbers of Charlie Joyner. Incredible ball tracking skills. So the teams will trade punts. DeBerg back to pass. Big play here. Nice completion down the middle, or what we would say down the seam, to Paul Hoffner. The back out of the backfield. That is a Bill Walsh special. You can see DeBerg is dropping back. Nobody accounts for the running back. Paul Hoffner is a great receiver out of the backfield. He proves it right there. Gashes the San Diego Chargers for a big play. So DeBerg dropping back, looks, goes to Brewer down to the 2-yard line. Nice hit. But I want to take a look at this again. Nice play action. Kind of hides the ball. Little motion in the backfield there. And then again, great location. Puts the ball where the receiver is going. Guys, if you're a quarterback trying to play in this league, that's the way to do it. That will set up an O.J. Simpson 2-yard touchdown run. But they do miss the extra point. So the Chargers force a punt. It's a short punt. Bad punt. Just a terrible punt. Picked up. He's going to run, and he gets outside right there. That's a huge play right there. Awful punt, but a big play by Pete Shaw. So, 2nd and 8. Hit. Fumble. Unbelievable hit. Fouts was hit. 2nd and 8. He's hit. The ball pops loose. The 49ers recover. Now, the Chargers are going to protest here that it was a pass and not a fumble, but to no avail. Chargers hold. 3rd and 6, Fouts drops back, laser beam, nice completion right there as he hits Artie Owens for a big first down. And again, they're utilizing the back out of the backfield. Artie Owens is actually a slot receiver here, and he just runs a real nice post route. No one in the zone. The Niners clearly were in a cover 3, which the post route is deadly to when you run that kind of coverage. Roy Jarrella would miss a field goal attempt, but San Francisco is offsides. You can see right here, there's the miss. Doinks it off the upright, but there is a flag on the play. The Chargers get a huge break here. The 49ers are offsides. That's going to create a first down. Fouts to Winslow, and Winslow is going to score. Powerful run right there from 20 yards out. Instead of it being 17-9 and the 49ers having the ball, they jump off sides, and just like that, it's 24-9. You cannot make these kinds of mistakes against the Chargers. Fouts knows exactly where he's going. He's looking off the defense, comes across the middle to Kellen Winslow, and Kellen Winslow is a beast and does the rest. Now, you may argue that he wasn't in, but the refs ruled him in. Touchdown. Late in the game, 4th and 4. The 49ers trying to make something happen. Puts a man in motion. DeBerg fumbles. Johnson recovers the fumble and rumbles. He could. Nope, fumbles, picks it up, almost like he dribbled it, all the way down to the 4-yard line. Huge play right there by the 49ers. By the Chargers. I said on the 49ers. Bad play by the 49ers. A fumble from the snap from center. You can't be doing that in week 5. The ball spits loose. It's picked up by Johnson. DeBerg had no possession of it. You see here, it's a great strip right there by Solomon, but it bounces right back to him, and that's it. 31-9. The Chargers would pound it in from 1 yard out with Hank Bauer to round out the scoring. 31-9, San Diego. Meanwhile, the Raiders against the Denver Broncos down in Oakland. Ken Stabler, 11 of 18 for 196 yards and a TD. Mark Van Egan, 23 attempts, 74 yards and a TD. Upset win. Rams and Cardinals. We're going to pick up here late in the game. The Rams have already scored 2 one-yard touchdown runs by Cullen Bryant and Wendell Tyler. Bryant in the first, Tyler in the second for a 14-0 lead. Now, we're going to pick up late in the third quarter here. Cardinals have the ball. Hart dropping back, looking, throws. Beautiful strike. Even better catch right there by Dave Stieff. What a catch. Out of the end zone, pressure coming. Hart delivers a perfect pass. Probably his best pass of the afternoon because the Cardinals have been humbled all day to this point. It is a first down. And how they've been humbled? Here's what Anderson has battled all day long. This is his biggest run of the afternoon, a 7-yard gain. That's it. 7 yards. You can see he's frustrated. He's been unable to find any kind of holes in this Ram defense. The Rams would force another punt and get the ball back. Pat Hayden sending Ron Jesse in motion. Play action. Dropping back. Throws a strike to Terry Nelson. He is popped at the end of that catch, but it doesn't matter. It's a big first down. Beautiful throw right there. Like I said, nice hit you're going to see at the end here. Pat Hayden simply looking, finds his read, comes open. Nelson with the catch. Big stick right there. D-cleater as we like to call him. But it is a first down. Same drive. Hayden dropping back, looking. Throws a nice strike over the middle. Big completion right there to Ron Smith. Again, this isn't a huge pass. He's gone downfield quite a bit in this game, and that's probably part of the reason why the Rams' offense has expanded a little bit. Great effort there by Ron Smith. Same drive. Hayden, pump fake, throws, going to Ron Jesse. Big completion down inside the 15-yard line. The Rams are on the move. Ron Jesse is the Rams' number 1 wide receiver, and you see why here. Hayden has no issue going to the speedster, the guy that the Rams got from the Detroit Lions. He's been a huge pickup, and if this guy stays healthy, the Rams' passing game is dangerous, more dangerous than people realize. Great completion right there, big first down, nice second effort. By the 15, it was actually just inside the 20. So, Hayden and the Rams, nice little move here. If they can get a touchdown here, they can really salt the game away. So they go to their running game. Wendell Tyler, who's been a great addition for the Rams, goes up, picks up a nice chunk of yardage there, about 4 yards, which creates a manageable situation for the Rams. Now they're moving. They're inside the 10. They go back to Wendell Tyler, hurdles a defender, fumbles the ball. Incredibly, he fumbles the ball. This has been a bugaboo of his this year for the Rams especially. You see him hurdle here. The ball is way too loose. They simply punch it out. It's an easy recovery for the Cardinals. You've got to tuck the ball away. The Rams will hold. They'll get the ball back. Dropping back throws. Good completion to Young. Fumble again. Roger Worley picks it up, and he's going to look for room to roam. He fumbles the ball, but the Cardinals will recover. Crazy play here. Just a crazy play. Hayden with a good decision here, good read, looks off the safety, hits Charlie Young coming across the middle. It's punched out right there by the Cardinals. Roger Worley is going to pick it up as Cardinals are slipping and sliding all over the field. Worley gets it. He cuts it back inside, starts to follow some blockers. It's fumbled right there. I don't know if he was trying to pitch it or what, but the Cardinals get the ball. So, Hart dropping back, looking, throws, deep, popped as he threw it, but a great completion to Tilley, his number one target. That was on third down. And Pat Tilley is such a weapon for the Cardinals. You see here, Hart, he's got a huge gun. He's drilled as he throws it, but he still has the arm strength to get it up past the defender. Great hand-eye coordination there by Pat Tilley, and the Cardinals are now finally on the move. On the move, Hart dropping back, drilled as he throws the football. A dying duck, easy interception by Dave Elmendorf. He's going to make some guys miss past the 30 all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's his second interception of the day. And you can see here that Hart is hurt, and let's take a look at why. Hart dropping back. You can see that the Rams get some good pressure from the interior of the defensive line. He's popped right there. That's where the injury happened. It's also why the ball is such a dying duck. An easy interception there by Elmendorf. Like I said, that's his second of the year. Dave Elmendorf has always been such a big-time player for the Rams. So the Rams back on the move. They go to Peacock. Outside, turns it back inside. Nice pickup. Nice first down. The Rams starting to move the ball. I want to take a look at this play again. You can see there Peacock with a nice jab step. That's what we call a counter step. Opposite direction. He does outrun his blocker, Bill Bain, which I'm not a big fan of doing when you're a running back. Let your plays develop, but he's able to get upfield and get the first down. Rams still on the move. Ferragamo dropping back, throws a perfect strike down the middle to Terry Nelson again. Charlie Young. A big first down for the Rams. Look at this play. I want you to notice Vince Ferragamo's arm strength here. He throws a ball that is on a frozen rope just past the defender's hands to Charlie Young. 3 plays later, Ferragamo dropping back, under pressure, throws a strike. Billy Waddy, perfect position, catch, touchdown, Rams. 21-0 now, LA. Great catch. The crowd going nuts. A really good crowd in the LA Coliseum for this game, as the Rams have definitely been utilizing the crowd, and they've been getting pumped up due to the defense. But the offense gets them excited here as Ferragamo drops back, looks the safety off, comes back across the field. Waddy with perfect position, leaps up, makes the catch, and falls backwards into the end zone. 21-0 Rams. A big, big victory for the Rams as they continue their lead in the NFC West. Meanwhile, the Monday night game of the week, the Green Bay Packers in Milwaukee beat the New England Patriots 27-14. The Pack jumped out to a 20-7 lead. Whitehurst was 17-27 for 206 yards and 2 interceptions and a TD. Grogan threw three interceptions, and Tom Owen threw another 2 interceptions. 5 on the day for New England as they fall to the Green Bay Packers. Look at the standings now as we head to the NFC East. The Dallas Cowboys still in lead 4-1, but the Eagles and Redskins are also 4-1. St. Louis 1-4, and the Giants a dismal 0-5. In the NFC Central, as we talked about, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, those amazing Bucs, are 5-0. Minnesota 3-2 have regained second place. Chicago 2-3, Green Bay 2-3, Detroit 1-4. In the NFC West, the Rams at 3-2 now have the sole possession of first place. Atlanta 2-3, New Orleans coming back at 2-3, and the Niners are 0-5. To the AFC and to the AFC East, the Dolphins are 4-1. The Bills have come back at 3-2. That New England loss hurts. It drops them to 3-2. The Jets a surprising 2-3, and the Baltimore Colts 0-5. In the AFC Central, it is a logjam. The Pittsburgh Steelers 4-1. The Houston Oilers 4-1. The Cleveland Browns 4-1, and the Bengals a horrible 0-5. As we move to the AFC West, the Chargers lead the way at 4-1, but those Chiefs have come roaring out. Tell you, Len Dawson said that the Chiefs were going to be a better team this year, and Len Dawson's been right. And who would know better than the former Kansas City quarterback? They've been a much improved team at 3-2. Denver 3-2, Oakland 2-3, Seattle 1-4. That is a wrap for Week 5 of the 1979 season. Week 6 coming up this weekend. A couple of games I'm excited to watch. Chicago at Buffalo. You got 2-3. The Bears, who got off to that torrid start, are now struggling. It'll be interesting to see if they can get off the schneid and do it in Buffalo. The Bills definitely a much improved football team. Pittsburgh at Cleveland, that is going to be an epic showdown between two 4-1 football teams. And Houston, after spanking Cleveland, you know the Browns are going to come back with a little bit of an attitude. I'm expecting that game in Cleveland to be not only an entertaining one, but a great one to watch. Seattle at San Francisco, two teams that are struggling. Only one win between the two, 1-9. The reason I'm interested in that game is the 49ers have been playing pretty competitive football all season long, despite their 0-5 record. Seattle has had some moments where they've looked really, really good. So I'm curious to see how much improvement have the 49ers shown, because this is the type of game, if you're an improving football team, and under Bill Walsh, the first-year head coach, I think they are, this should be a game that the 49ers should win. If Seattle blows the doors off of San Francisco, then I think it's going to raise more questions about both of these teams and where they're at, because Seattle's been inconsistent at best. They look great for about 3 quarters against Denver, and then they look like crap when it mattered the most and ended up blowing that game. They blew out the Oakland Raiders, but they've struggled in the rest of their games, so it'll be really interesting to see that one. And then the Monday Night Football game is the 2-3 Oakland Raiders, a must-win for the Raiders. They cannot afford to go to 2-4 in this division with the way the Chiefs and the Chargers are playing. And obviously, Miami, there's not a lot of wiggle room atop that division, especially with Buffalo getting Chicago. Now, if the Bears are able to pull the upset, I don't know if it'd be an upset, but if the Bears are able to pull a victory, it gives the Dolphins a little bit more breathing room. But you'd like to get separation rather than keeping your slim 1-game lead. So, lot to look forward to in Week 6. I cannot wait. Stay tuned for next week, because we're going to have highlights from several of those games I just mentioned, actually all of those games that I just mentioned, and an update on the standings as we have now passed the quarter mark and are starting to reach the midway point of the season. Some pretenders are starting to be figured out, and some contenders are starting to emerge. So stay tuned and see what happens next week on Retro Football Knowledge. If you like the show, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video, gets me out there so people can see it. It's a unique concept that I'm hoping people enjoy. It's something different. And in a day and age where the NFL and NBA and all these sports are going woke, this is kind of a flashback to another time when sports was serving the purpose that it was meant to serve, which was a way to detach from the current events of the time and just lose yourself in a sport and a team and a moment. It was supposed to bring people together. Not sure that sports is doing that now, so I'm choosing to cover sports at a time when people did come together. That's the purpose of the show. I hope you guys enjoy it. Merch is coming soon, but again, if you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe, please feel free to do so and share this video, get it out there, and tell people about the idea, see what they think. Please make comments in the comment section too. I will reply, and I hope you guys enjoyed Retro Football Knowledge Week 5 in the books. See you next week.